Yeah, it should be.
Hey, I've got a
Okay, it's there. What?
moment. Let me refresh this one. Okay, boy, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good.
Okay, and you're hearing me okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, what I'll probably do, if you if you think we're solid, I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic. That way we don't get anything coming over the air, and then I'm just going to leave this on, and then I'll kick in with my, basically kick in with a fight song would be the opening thing that I do.
All right.
Okay. All right. Talk to you later then. All right. Bye-bye. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lewis County High School Field, where we will be broadcasting the Columbia Central Lady Lions taking on the Lewis County Lady Panthers in today's softball game. Glad to have you with us. We invite everybody to join us on all our platforms on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or otherwise known as X, and on our station website, frontporchradiotn.com. We're happy to have you here on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Just a little bit of a breeze blowing in from left field and getting ready for this contest between Lewis County High School and Columbia Central. Starting lineups for the visiting Columbia Central Lady Lions will be number 23, Savia Morgan, playing center field. Batting second, number 15, Gabby Bolton, playing in left field. Number 3, Ruthie Lindsay will be playing third base. Number 24, Jayla Gasky will be playing right field. Batting fifth will be number 17, Bailey Lovell, and she'll be pitching. Batting sixth, number 7, Macy Keeshoffer, who is the designated player, or I guess in baseball, some of those with a more baseball background, the designated hitter. Batting seventh, number 2, Caitlin Boucher, playing second base. Number 10, Emily Robinson will be batting eighth and playing catcher. And batting ninth will be Jaden Pendergast, 00, Jaden Pendergast, and she will be playing shortstop. For the Lewis County Lady Panthers, who are the home team today on our scoreboard, number 15, Talia Tiller, will be playing center field. Batting second, number 7, Michaela Dotson, will be playing third base. Batting third, number 13, Clara Tanner, playing shortstop. Batting fourth, number 14, is Kinley Keltner. She'll be pitching. Batting fifth, number 27, is Bentley Carroll, playing first base. Batting sixth, number 99, Faith Wishaw, and playing in right field. Batting seventh, number 2, Cabry Atkins. If I can read my notes right there, Cabry Atkins playing second base. Batting eighth, number 23, Sophie Stutz will be catching. Batting ninth will be number 11, Olivia Smith, playing in left field. Teams are getting ready to, the coaches are having their pregame conference at the plate right now. We will go to our sponsors for a short word, and then we will get this game underway. You're listening to Columbia Central Lady Lions Softball on the Front Porch Radio Network.
Family Entertainment Center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at tinpin.com. Tin Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
Her husband Jason, who is a pro songwriter, also own a music publishing company. They live in historic downtown Columbia with their dogs. Dog rescue work is their passion project. They consider Middle Tennessee their backyard, and their lives are full of all things Tennessee. Debbie says there is no greater honor than to help someone find a home. To be trusted with that job, there is no greater privilege. Call Debbie at the Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224, 615-476-3224.
Question, what is Caledonian? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonia? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Kate is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degree. I was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Bryce, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve, the garbage man. Have you been hauling your own garbage to the convenience center? Are you tired of doing it? Does your work schedule keep you from hauling it off regularly? Is your teenage son not taking it off like he promised when he got his driver's license? Do you have something better to do on Saturday? If any of these questions strike home to you, call the garbage man at 931-540-0919 and your problem will be solved.
Attention, Middle Tennessee. Ready to unlock the secrets of faster, easier weight loss? Introducing the revolutionary weight loss injection that's changing lives. Now at the Dr. Hill Center. Shedding those extra pounds has never been simpler. It's quick, it's effective, and it's here to help you. Imagine stepping into a slimmer, healthier you. Our experienced team is here to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you achieve your weight loss goal. The Dr. Hill Center is looking for 10 people who have more than 50 pounds to lose in the next 30 days. Call 615-882-4838 today and start your journey to a new you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Lewis County High School for tonight's game between the Columbia Central Lady Lions and the Lewis County Lady Panthers. Teams are going through their final warm-ups here as we get ready to get started, and we will be starting here shortly. Coming up to bat first will be Savia Morgan, senior, who's already signed with the University of Tennessee to play softball for them. The unquestioned leader for this team will be leading off the team here in the first inning. Savia steps in. Ready for a first pitch. Comes in high. Savia, all District 12 player last year, player of the year. Bunts down the first base line and will be easily safe. Beautiful, beautiful bunt down the right field line, down first base line, and she beats it out with plenty of room to spare. Brings up Gabby Bolton. Playing left field. Gabby was also on the All-District 12 team last year. She squares the bunt. Savia on the steal, gets in there easily. Now puts Savia in scoring position. There's a strike. Yeah, there's a strike on the pitch. Tries to lay the ball down, bunts it foul down the third base line for strike two. This is a lot of Columbia Central strategy. Is going to be get Savia on, bunt her around or steal her around, where a base hit scores her very easily. And the pitch, high, inside, gets away from the catcher, and Savia easily moves on to third now. Next pitch, it's up high. Okay, got 1 ball, 2. According to the scoreboards, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll get the count accurate here in a minute. Swing and a miss, and is the first out. Ruthie Lindsay, number 3, playing third base, steps in. Number 3 hitter. another one of the District 12 all conference teams or all district teams. Ground ball to second base. Takes the fielder's choice to first base, and with that play, Savaya scores on the play here. So Ruthie gets an RBI on a fielder's choice, and Savaya scores on the play, clears the bases. We have 2 outs. Strike on the outside corner. At the plate, number 4 hitter, number 24, Jayla Gasky, playing right field tonight. Ball up and out. Jayla's a junior. Coach said she's one of the most improved players. Ground ball right down the line, hits third base for a fair ball. Brown's first, looks at it, decides to keep it to a single. Coming up, that brings up Bailey Lovell, number 17, the pitcher. Ball outside. You got 2 outs, runner at first base for Bailey. All low and away on the mound for the Lady Panthers is Kinley Keltner, a sophomore. Bailey way ahead in the count at this point, 3-0. Takes a strike. And draws a walk this time. Coming up to bat now is number 7, Macy Caseover, the designated hitter, designated player. She is batting in place of Paxley Harris, who's going to be playing first base. High for ball 1. Takes it inside for ball 2. We now have 2 balls, no strikes. Pop foul, out of play. Brings the count to 2-1 with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Columbia Central already up 1-0. Ooh, line drive right back to the pitcher. Great job catching it for the 3rd out. So that brings the first half of the inning to close. Columbia Central 1, Lewis County Lady Panthers 0. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
Attention, Tennessee, ready to unlock the secret secrets to faster, easier weight loss? Introducing the revolutionary weight loss injection that's changing lives. Now at the Dr. Gill Center. Shedding those extra pounds has never been simpler. It's quick, it's effective, and it's here to help you. Imagine stepping into a slimmer, healthier you. Our experienced team is here to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you achieve your weight loss goal. The Dr. Gill Center. More than 15 pounds to lose in the next 30 days. Call 615-882-4838 today and start your journey to a new you.
You can never be too careful about your family's financial future. That's why the Parker Group, a part of Advanced Private Wealth Management, is offering a free second opinion on your financial plans. Let us review your current plan, and we will identify any gaps and offer suggestions to improve it. Please call the Parker Group at 931-548-3737. That's 931-548-3737. Robert W. Baird and Company Incorporated does not offer tax or legal advice.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School field. We're in the bottom half of the first inning, and we have now Lewis County coming up. Pitching for Columbia Central is number 17, Bailey Lovell, a junior, last year's District 12 Pitcher of the Year, coming off of a strong showing last night, in which she shut out Hickman County in 6 of the 7 innings that she faced them. With the runs coming, and I think at least 2 of the 3 runs that she gave up yesterday were unearned. So really strong showing yesterday. Hopefully she can do the same thing today. Leading off, number 15, leading off for Lewis County, number 15, Vitalia Tiller, a freshman. Ball a little high. In there for a swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1-1. Fly ball to center field. Easily played by Savaya for the first out. That brings up Michaela Dotson, another freshman. This Lewis County team, small in numbers, they only have 10 young ladies on the team, do not have any seniors, so they're a very, very young team. Only have 2 juniors. First pitch fouled off for a strike. Okay, that pitch a little bit outside. From the vantage point I have here, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes exactly where those pitches are. Swing pop up to the infield. It's taken by second baseman Boucher for an easy out that brings his 2 outs. Brings up Clara Tanner. And a swing and a miss for a high strike. Strike 1. Claire is a sophomore on this Lady Panthers team. Line drive out to right center field. Will make it to the fence. Throw comes in. She slides into second base for a double. Strong hit out there to the field into the gap. That brings up Kinley Keltner, the pitcher, also a sophomore. The Lady Lions have 2 outs. Runner at second base for Keltner. On the inside corner for a strike. Tied her up on that pitch. Couldn't get her arms extended on it. Pitch down the middle. Fouled off. Straight back out of play for second strike. So now no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Here in the bottom half of the first inning. Fouled off. Score will remain at 0 balls, no balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs. Keltner again mentions a sophomore. On this very, very young Lady Panthers team. Ball up high. Tried to get her to chase a pitch out of the zone. She wouldn't do it. Line drive out to left field. Going to have a play at the plate. Good throw in from left field. Stops the runner. She goes back into third base. Great play out there in left field by Gabby Bolton to get the ball in quick and to keep the runner from turning the corner and scoring. So now you have 2 outs. Runners at first and third for Braylee Carroll, number 27, a freshman. Ball up high. Fly ball out to left center. Savaya runs it down. That ends the inning with no runs. Runners at first and second. Nobody scores. That is the end of the first inning with the score. Columbia Central Lady Lions 1. The Lewis County Lady Panthers 0. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. Focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
This is Del Kennedy. A few years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, and I decided to redo our study. I wanted the same comforting first color grace my grandmother had in her study when I was growing up. We didn't have a sample. Mary Susan went to see Zeke Maddox at Corned Paint Wall Cover. He had my grandmother's color card on file from 1959. Today, her great-great-grandchildren play and laugh and play comforting great. Corned Paint Wall Cover, Zeke Maddox, 931-388-2806.
And at Lewis County High School, our game tonight with the Columbia Central Lady Lions and the Lewis County Lady Panthers. Columbia's jumped out to an early lead in the first inning, 1-0. We're now in the top of the second inning, and leading off for Columbia Central is number 2, Caitlin Boucher. Plays second base. Ball up high. And now that one overcompensated a little bit and goes into the dirt. Ball 2. Caitlin, one of the 3 seniors on this team. She ground ball to shortstop and makes the play for a routine out for Lewis County. Puts one out and brings up Emily Robinson. Emily Robinson, a sophomore, played 14 games last year as a freshman. Got some experience early on. Ball 1, low. Hits down the right field line into foul territory where the play is made by the right fielder for the second out of the inning. Aiden Pendergast, excuse me. One of the few starters here as a freshman. Plays shortstop. Ball low. Some of you may notice the trying to keep up with the score while I'm talking here. So we may be a little bit behind on some of this, but we'll try to keep up with it the best we can. Got a foul ball there off the left side, out of play. Brings the count to 1-1 with 2 outs. Ground ball to shortstop, makes a routine play, and that ends the inning for a 1-2-3 inning for the Lewis County defense. And no runs, no hits, no scores, nobody left on base. That's the end of the top half of the second inning with the score. Columbia Lady Lions 1, Lewis County Lady Panthers 2. We'll be right back after these messages.
With a new vehicle from Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. We have a huge selection of new vehicles waiting for you. We're talking cars, trucks, and SUVs. And if you're in the business of selling your vehicle, we've got you covered. We'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. At Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia, we're locally owned and operated and proud to serve our community as the largest CDJR dealership in Tennessee. Find your new ride today when you visit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia.
Are you thinking about a new fence? Maybe you need a pole barn. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. It's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Columbia Central Lady Lions up 1-0. And the Lady Panthers coming up for their second time at bat. Leading off the Lady Panthers will be number 99, Faith Weeshaw, a junior here at Lewis County High School. Almost bit at the high fastball. Didn't quite go around. Okay, that pitch in for a strike in the inside corner. Notice in the background, there's an awful lot of construction going on. Found out before the game that Lewis County is building a new high school out here. So there's See a lot of dust floating in the air while they're still working on it. You're in the bottom half of the second inning. Another ball. Got a full count. Bailey's kind of putting some of those balls high, hoping she'll chase a high fastball. Can't catch up to it, but so far they hadn't bid on it. That time they did. Strike, swinging a pitch out of the zone for the first out. That brings up number 2, Cabry Atkins, a freshman playing second base for the Lady Panthers. Chases after a high fastball. So far, Bailey's been able to keep them off balance. Only a couple of Lady Panthers have been able to put the ball on it with any solidness. Almost chased that one. Evens the count, 1-1. Here in the bottom half of the second inning. Right down the middle at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out on Cabry Atkins. Called third strike right on the inside corner. That brings up number 23, Sophie Stutz, sophomore, playing catcher for the Lady Panthers. There's 2 outs. Inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss on the outside pitch. Strike. Evens the count at 1-1, 2 outs. Soft ground ball to third base. Come up with strong throw to across the diamond. That ends the inning with no scores, nobody left on base. We now have at the end of 2. It is Columbia Central 1, Lewis County 0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Maybe you need a pole barn. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
Hello, I'm Barbara Lincoln with Holland's Pharmacy. You may have heard our previous commercials about compression hosiery that we carry at Holland's Pharmacy. Well, we recently expanded into a full line of knee braces, back, wrist, ankle, and other support wear. We will gladly help you get just the right fit for these items and, of course, special order items to ensure the proper fit. Come see us at Holland's Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane, or call us at 931-388-4233. 388-4233.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School. My name is Coach Mike Lyle. I am your host tonight for the ball game between the Columbia Central Lady Lions and Lewis County Lady Panthers. We are currently in the starting top of the third inning, and coming up to bat is we're back to the top of the order with Savia Morgan. Last time up, she bunted for a base hit down the first base line. and scored in the inning for Columbia Central's only run. Swing, hits it right up the middle, right through the box for a single. Puts Savaya on first base. On first pitch. That brings up Gabby Bolton, who she struck out last time up. She's playing left field. Gabby squares, fakes the bunt, takes a strike. Savaya steals second base. Again, a common play in the strategy for the Columbia Central is to move Savaya very quickly around the bases, put her in scoring position, so it doesn't take much of a play in the field to get her in across the plate. Fakes another bunt. This time it's a ball. We got 1 ball, 1 strike on Gabby Bolton. Swing and a foul ball off the left side, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. Savaya Morgan at second base in scoring position for a base hit. Ball high. Next ball outside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Savaya at second. Ground ball to first base. Comes off first baseman's glove. Fielded by the second baseman. And I did not see a signal by the outfield umpire. Okay, called her out at first base. So for fielder's choice, moves Savaya to third base. Lewis County coach called a timeout to talk about what he wants to do here in this situation, remind his girls about some of his strategies and stuff like that. So got coming to the plate, we have now Ruthie Lindsay. She grounded out on fielder's choice last time up and pushed an RBI across. That's when Savaya scored the first time. So got a similar situation coming up here this time around in the third inning. You got 1 out with a runner at third base. Strike on the inside corner. For Ruthie Lindsay. Fly ball out to center field. Deep enough to score Savaya easily from third base. Sacrifice fly. And an RBI again for Ruthie Lindsay. 2 outs, nobody on. Now at the plate is Jayla Gasky, number 24, playing right field for the Lady Lions tonight. Jayla's a junior. According to her coach, most improved player from last year. So is dedicated, and she has really worked hard to improving her game. Expecting a lot of good things from her this season, according to Coach McDonald. Hard hit foul ball into the Lewis County dugout. Coach makes a pretty good barehanded play right there, knocking it down. I think he did so more out of self-defense than he did. Great play there. Ground ball to third base. Takes a funny hop over the third baseman's glove right there. And so you have Jayla Gasky getting to first base on a single right there with 2 outs. So now they have a runner at first base, and up to bat comes Bailey Lovell, number 17, pitcher for the Lady Lions. Okay, got a swing on that. Hit her while she was in the box. It's foul ball, considered a foul ball right there. Had a good swing on it, just a little bit ahead of it. Two outs in the inning. Runner at first. Line drive to left field, right at the left fielder. Makes the play for the third out. So at the end of 2.5, we have the Lady Lions 2, the Lady Panthers 0. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
And her husband Jason, who's a pro songwriter, also own a music publishing company. They live in historic downtown Columbia with their dogs. Dog rescue work is their passion project. They consider Middle Tennessee their backyard, and their lives are full of all things Tennessee. Debbie says there is no greater honor than to help someone find a home. To be trusted with that job, there is no greater privilege. Call Debbie at the Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224, 615-476-3224.
What is Caledonia? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonia? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gabe is an accountant. And Thomas has science and business degrees. I was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School for the game between the Columbia Central Lady Lions and the Lewis County Lady Panthers. We are in the bottom of the third inning. Columbia Central up 2-0. Both runs scored by Savia Morgan. Very similar plays. Single. First time was for the bunt. Second time was a single up the middle of the field. Steals second base. Goes to third on fielder's choice or a played ball, and then another fielder's choice pushes her in. Or a sacrifice fly pushes her in. Very, very solid strategy. One that will be played out considerably, or played out a lot this year if Columbia Central has their way about things. Having a slight delay here. I'm not sure. There's something about. Oh, okay. There was a car. There was a white car parked out there in dead center field, and the umpire said no, that they were going to have to move because it was too much of a distraction. It's mixing, too easy to mix in with the ball, two light colors like that. So they made the car move, and we continue on with the game. First up, it's going to be number 11, Olivia Smith. sophomore. And she tries to go after a high pitch bunt for the first strike. Squares on an inside pitch right there. I think she kind of hit it. It was a little bit further inside than she anticipated, but she was able to get it fair territory. And then we had real quickly, Emily Robinson jumped out and made the throw to first base it made an easy out there. So you got to play 2 to 3 out on the bunt. Coming up now is the top of the order for Lewis County, Tara Tiller. Or Taya Tiller. I'm sorry. And a swing, foul back for strike one. Almost bit an outside pitch. Off-speed pitch was very tantalizing, hanging out there, but she didn't chase it. Evens the count at 1-1. Fly ball to center field. Savia circles under it, makes the play easily. So now we have 2 outs in the inning. That brings up number 7, Michaela Dodson, playing third base for the Lady Panthers. So far, Bailey Level's been in complete control of this game, only giving up a couple of hits. Okay, it brings that count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball high, be ball 3. 3-1, 2 outs. Columbia Central Lions up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ball 4. She issues a walk. Puts a runner on first base. Brings up number 13, Clara Tanner, sophomore, playing shortstop for the Lady Panthers. And the pitch up in the zone, fouled off to the left side, out of play. Strike 1. Again, you see a lot of dust floating out around the outfield out there. There's a lot of construction going on around here. And right now they're doing the dirt work. So kind of hazy around here at the moment. Pitch up high for a ball. It's 1-1 on the count. 2 outs, runner at first base. Swung, hit foul down the third base line, out of play. That makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Clara Tanner. Hits it down the left field line again, out of play for a foul ball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Getting a good turn on Bailey's fastball here. Would not be too surprised if I see an off-speed pitch here. Came in high with a high fastball. Runner was on the move. And it's foul ball, and she'll return to first base. Good high fastball at the top of the zone. They'll just get enough of the bat on it to put it out of play. And they've hit enough foul balls this time at bat. The umpire's run out of balls in his hit bag and his ball bag. They're having to pull one out of the box here. Down the left field line is going to curve foul deep in the corner. Would have been a double at least on that. It had fallen fair, but about 6, 7 feet foul. So she's hanging tough in there. One ball, 2 strikes. Comes in again, fouls it out again. Pretty good time at bat for this batter. She's really making Bailey work for this out. Does a good job getting the bat on it. Just can't get it fair right now. And another foul ball. I think that's now 6 or 7 foul balls in a row. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Would expect sooner or later here to see an off-speed pitch of some kind. It's a fastball. It hits it right to Savia Morgan out in center field for the 3rd out. So no runs scored. You have have a runner left on first base. And at the end of 3 innings, it's the Columbia Central 2 and Lewis County 0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Don't be too careful about your family's financial future. That's why the Parker Group is part of Baird's Private Wealth Management. It's offering a free second opinion on your financial plans. Let us review your current plan, and we will identify any gaps and offer suggestions to improve it. Please call the Parker Group at 931-548-3737. That's 931-548-3737. Robert W. Baird and Company Incorporated does not offer tax or legal advice.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. Spring is here, and we are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands, including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School field. We are in the top of the 4th inning. The game between Columbia Central Lady Lions and the Lewis County Lady Panthers. Coming up to bat now is the designated player Macy Caseoffer, or Caseoffer. Hopefully I will get that name right here soon. Ball up and away. Another ball high. Macy's main role right now for the team is as the designated hitter, the designated player. Takes swings and fouls back for a strike. plays first base when she does play in the field, and has done it as Coach McDonald has brought up. Just got to keep working at it, and expecting a lot of great things from her this year. Got 3 balls, 1 strike. I'd like to remind everybody that you can pick us up on any of your streaming platforms. Macy draws a walk there. You can hear us on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or X, and on Front Porch Radio, frontporchradiotn.com. Excuse me, couldn't get all that out. A bunt down the third base line. It's picked up on the line, so it is a fair ball. She'd let that go. It probably would have rolled foul, but she picked it up. And a base hit, bunt base hit for Caitlin Boucher. That moves Macy to second base, puts Bailey at first. We have runners at first and second. Nobody out. And that brings to the plate Emily Robinson, the catcher. She squares around, bunts it foul. Doesn't quite get it down. Last night, Columbia Central was hitting the ball all over the field. Tonight, they're working on their small ball, doing a lot of bunting, a lot of moving around with balls, ground balls in the infield. Another attempt at a bunt goes foul over here to the right side. So now we got 2 strikes on the batter. Last time up, Emily flied out to right field.
You got it right here. Get out, babe. Get out.
Ball comes out a little bit earlier off the pitcher's hand, bounces up to the plate.
You got it right here.
Got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Emily hits a line drive to left field on fielder 1 hop. Able to get the ball in quick. That loads the bases. Nice hit down the down left field, right over the third baseman's head. And that loads the bases for Jaden Pendergast, freshman shortstop for Columbia Central. And Lewis County coach calls a timeout, wants to talk with his team here for a minute. While he's having a timeout, we will take a timeout. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll be right back after these messages.
Brand is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. Focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Just got a message while we're in this timeout, in this timeout here, that those of you that are listening to us on YouTube, we seem to be having some technical difficulties on the YouTube platform. If you will go to Twitch, to Facebook, to Twitter, or X now as it's called, or to our website on frontporchradiotn.com, the feed there is much clearer, and you can get a much better picture of what's going on. All right, the timeout is ended. Players return back to their positions, and we have Jaden Pendergast up with bases loaded, nobody out for the Lady Lions. They're up 2-0 here in the top half of the 4th inning. Ball high. Another ball up and out. Big scoring here, opportunity here for the Lady Lions. Base is full, nobody out. And the ball gets from the catcher. Not a whole lot of room here at Lewis County behind the catcher, so it's going to be stealing home. It's going to be a little bit tougher. This time, Macy decides to stay at third base on that play. But now we have 3 balls, no strikes on the hitter. And, whoa, okay. Looked a little high there to me, but he called it a strike in the outside upper zone. So 3-1, bases loaded. That one's too far out of the zone. And that walks in a run, gets an RBI for Jaden Pendergast. Lewis County coach calls another timeout, and looks like he's going to be changing pitchers. So with that being said, we will take a timeout ourselves. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
I parked my car across the street from my business, and I can't wait to get in there. That's pretty common for small business owners. We have the added satisfaction, however, of guiding hundreds of families with their retirement, education, savings, and general investments. We're a locally owned business that tries very hard to simplify a complicated world. This is Monty Snade from Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Trailer store. We are a local family-owned business. Every day I work with my wife Susie, my mother Becky, and my son Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Air conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2890.
We are back here at Lewis County High School, home of the Lady Panthers, for the game between Columbia Central Lady Lions and the Lady Panthers of Lewis County. Lewis County has made a pitching change. They're bringing Braylee Carroll in from first base to put her on the mound, and they're bringing Addie Morgan off the bench. She will be taking the place of Faith Weeshaw, and she will go to first base. So with that change, coach is making some giving some last minute instructions to his infielders. And again, you have the bases loaded, nobody out, and now we have the top of the order for Columbia Central, Savia Morgan. Number 23, a senior. She's 2 for 2 so far today. Takes a strike. Situation that Lewis County does really not want to see themselves in, with bases loaded, Savia up with nobody out. Off-speed pitch, down low. 1-1. Again, Savia was the player of the year, District 12 last year. And as we've mentioned before, several times, we'll probably mention several times again, is signed with the University of Tennessee. Fly ball to center field, off of the center fielder's glove, and that's going to score at least one. Everybody else had to hold to wait to see if the center fielder caught it, but So, but she did not make the catch. That puts in a score and still keeps the bases loaded with nobody out. And that brings up Gabby Bolton playing left field, sophomore. Takes a strike. Gabby has struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice her other 2 times at bat. So she's 0 for 2 today. Hoping to break out of that here with bases loaded. Good cut at it, but just misses it. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it off, stays alive. The count remains 0 and 2. Columbia Central up 3. I heard it hit somebody's car back there in the parking lot. Hope it wasn't mine. A lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd. Hits a ground ball. Soft ground ball goes foul down the right field line. Hanging tough in there, 0-2. Bases loaded, nobody out. Gabby's sophomore this year. Fouls it off again. Made the District 12 or the All District 12 team last year as a freshman. Had a .338 average last year with 4 doubles and 4 triples and a home run. Scored 29 runs in the campaign last year. So very productive player for the Lady Lions last year and hoping to be again this year. Has a chance right here to make a lot of things happen. Hangs tough in there, hits another foul ball out of play down the left field line. Proven to be a tough out right here. Good. Do an off-speed pitch right there. Had Gabby way out on her front foot. She's able to put a bat on it. Tapped it foul down the first base line. Stays alive. Still has an 0-2 count. Lady Lions up 3-0. Okay, scoreboard says 4-0. I've missed a run somewhere. Another foul ball. And another car hit. Ball outside. Gabby does not chase it. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for Gabby Bolton. Gabby's getting some good cuts at it. It's like the Lewis County player a while ago, hitting an awful lot of fouls, keeping herself alive at the plate. Hoping to get one into fair territory here, score a couple of runs. That pitch came up and in on her a little bit. She was able to get the bat around on it, foul it off. And again, count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it out again, this time to the right side. Umpire's making a comment, told the girls, man, you're wearing me out here. I can't keep up with all the foul balls here. So comes in with an off-speed pitch, floats it up there a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a strikeout. After a lot of foul balls, she ends up striking out, though. Still a good time at bat. Got 1 out. Brings up Ruthie Lindsay, number 3, sophomore, playing third base. Still have bases loaded. 1 out. Ground ball to second base. She turns, throws to shortstop, tries to turn it again, and not in time to first base. Close play at first base, but she was able to beat it out. So on the fielder's choice, Ruthie pushes across a run. Now we have runners. Okay, they evidently said that the runner at second was safe, so there was no out or no play there. Still a fielder's choice. Fly ball down the left field line, drops in for a base hit. That's going to score 2 runs. And then the throw back to second base and slides back up under the tag. Right there, ground hard single, but it scores 2 runs with the bases loaded. So now we have scored Columbia Central Lady Lions 7, Lewis County 0 here in the top of the 4th inning. That brings up Bailey Lovell, runners at first and second. Last time up, she flied out to center field to end the inning. Okay, ball inside, just nipped her. Looked like it nipped her on the elbow just a little bit, so she gets a base on balls or hit by pitch, which loads the bases. Now we have a courtesy runner. Janiyah Lyles will be the courtesy runner for Bailey as the pitcher. So we have Macy Caseoffer coming up to bat again. Walked earlier in this inning. Swings and misses for a strike. Get the bases loaded, 1 out for Macy Caseoffer. Ball high. Evens the count, 1-1. Big inning. Lady Lions have batted around now. Macy led off the inning. Batted completely around here. Foul ball, straight back off the screen for strike 2. And a big inning here for the Lady Lions. Scored 4 runs so far. Ball low and away. Chases a ball right there. Chases a bad pitch for the second out. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Brings up Caitlin Boucher. Ball high. Caitlin grounded out to shortstop and bunted down the first. Got a bunt for a base hit in the 4th inning. Or earlier in this inning, excuse me. This is the 4th inning, so. Off-speed pitch. Floats in there for a strike. So you have 1-1. 1 out. Bases loaded for Caitlin Boucher. Look for ball a little bit out of the zone right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases loaded for Caitlin Boucher. And she strikes out to end the inning with bases loaded. But there are 4 runs with 3 people left on base. That makes the score Columbia Central Lady Lions 7, the Lewis County Lady Panthers 0. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening and watching on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Heating and air conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 93.388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2890.
With a new vehicle from Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia, we have a huge selection of new vehicles waiting for you. We're talking cars, trucks, and SUVs. And if you're in the business of selling your vehicle, we've got you covered. We'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. At Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia, we're locally owned and operated and proud to serve our community as the largest CDJR dealership in Tennessee. Find your new ride today when you visit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School field, where the Columbia Central Lady Lions are leading the Lewis County Lady Panthers 7-0 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. We have a new pitcher for the Lady Lions. Number 3, Ruthie Lindsay is going to take the mound. And we'll see some of what the other defensive changes are going to be. Okay, she and Bailey are just trading places. Bailey's going to go to first base. Now, hold it. She didn't. I'm sorry. Ruthie was at third base. Okay, it's in for a strike. I'll get the defensive changes here in a minute. Off-speed pitch. A little too much of an off-speed pitch there. 1-1. Okay, I believe we have Boucher has moved from second to third base, and if I can see everything correctly here, first ground ball with Boucher at third base, makes the throw across, goes off the top of Bailey's glove, and gets into second base with a base hit. That was Kinley Keltner. Gets a base hit and moves to second base on the error. Okay, coming up to bat is Braley Carroll, who's now pitching for Lewis County. As they're trying to say, Boucher moved to third base. Got a ball on that pitch. Actually, Harris has moved from first base to second base, and Bailey Lovell has moved to first base from the pitcher's mound. Popped foul out of play to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner at second after the single and line drive over the second baseman's head out to right field. It's going to score the runner from second base. And Lewis County pushes in their first run of the night. Now coming to bat is number 31, Addie Morgan. Be her first time to bat today. Okay, 1-on-1 on the batter. All up and away. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner at first base for Addie Morgan. Ball high. 3-1. And that draws a walk, moves runners now to first and second. Nobody out. Pitching coach steps out. They call a timeout. Pitching coach steps out for Columbia Central and is going to talk to Ruthie a little bit. Probably going to make some kind of correction on her form or steps like that, trying to get her focused into the strike zone. Having a hard time finding the zone at the moment. She'll probably zero in here in just a little bit. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Columbia Central is up 7-1 over the Lewis County Lady Panthers. Now the Panthers have a threat going right now. First runners at first and second, nobody out. And at the plate is Cabry Atkins. Makes a strike. Squares around the bunt, bunts one down, and goes foul. Picked up foul by third baseman Boucher. Had a nice placement on the bunt, just went a little bit foul, which brings everybody back to where they started, first and second. And she chases a high pitch for a strike out. Okay, first out in the inning. Brings up number 23, Sophie Stutz, sophomore from playing catcher for the Lady Panthers tonight. Again, runners at first and second. Comes in, fouls it off down the right field line, out of play. Ball up. Ruthie's first appearance this year as pitcher. Just a little bit above the strike zone right there. Tried to get her to chase it. She didn't go for it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Sophie Stutz, low and in, moves the count to 3-1. Ruthie doesn't really want to load the bases here. Ground ball up the middle for a single, moves everybody up 1 base. Savaya gets the ball in quickly to the mound and was able to hold everybody to the 1 base forward. So now we have the bases loaded. We got 1 out, and that brings to the plate Olivia Smith, number 11, a sophomore playing left field. Okay, bases loaded. 1 out. Hoping to get a ground ball here for a double play to get out of this inning. Squares around. Takes a ball. And gets a strike there on a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 out. Bases loaded. Again, the corners, the infield playing up, trying to get a quick play at the home plate. Gets an infield pop up that should be the batter's out. Infield fly. So that makes 2 outs in the inning. That brings up the top of the order. Taya Tiller with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Takes a good cut at it. Strike 1. Got 2 outs and the bases loaded here for Ruthie Lindsay, pitching, the new pitcher for Columbia Central. Up and away on that pitch. So now we have the count 1-1 with 2 outs. So far with the bases loaded, Lady Panthers only been able to push across 1. We'll see if we can get out of the inning this inning without giving up any more runs. It's a foul ball there for 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ruthie here trying to get a ground ball or a strikeout to get out of this inning without much damage. Almost got her to chase it. 2 balls, 2 strikes 2 outs with the bases loaded. There it hits a line drive down the left field line, goes foul by about 2 feet. Well hit ball, but pulled it just a little too much. Count remains 2-2 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Columbia Central up 7-1 over the Lady Panthers. But the Lady Panthers threatening here. Run with bases loaded and 2 outs. Top of the order up. And goes to a full count. So the runners will be moving with this pitch. As soon as they're able to leave the base, they'll be moving, trying to get a jump on the play. And she strikes her out to end the inning. So 3 runners left on base. The Lady Lions only give up 1 run after loading the bases with 1 out. So it's the score now at the end of 5 is the Lady Lions 7, the Lady Panthers 1. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
Trailer store. We are a local family-owned business. Every day I work with my wife Susie, my mother Becky, and my son Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Air conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2890.
Celebrate you with a new vehicle from Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. We have a huge selection of new vehicles waiting for you. We're talking cars, trucks, and SUVs. And if you're in the business of selling your vehicle, we've got you covered. We'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. At Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia, we're locally owned and operated and proud to serve our community as the largest CDJR dealership in Tennessee. Find your new ride today when you visit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia.
Back to Lewis County High School for the game between the Lewis County Lady Panthers and the Lady Lions of Columbia Central. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. And I believe it's top half. Yeah, excuse me. Top half of this. Yeah, the 5th inning. I'm sorry. And Lady Lions are up 7-1. Remind everybody that you can pick us up the live stream on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, FrontPorchRadioTN.com, and on YouTube. Though we're having a little bit of problem with YouTube this evening, we'll be able to pick them up there on any of those platforms. You can pick us up on this live stream. Up to bat right now is Emily Robinson, number 10, the catcher for the Lady Lions. Takes a strike on the first pitch. And takes the second strike on the outside corner.
Let's go. How you got it? Right here. Battle. Try, babe.
All out of the reach of the catcher there. Her last 2 times up, Emily flied out to right field and singled.
I believe.
So she's 1 for 2 today, or 1 for 1. Try that again. 1 for 2 today at the plate. Fly ball behind first base. Second baseman circles around and makes the play for the first out. And that brings up 0-0 Jaden Pendergast playing shortstop for the Lady Lions. Jaden is 0 for 1 on the day. She grounded out to shortstop and walked her 2 times up. Fouls that pitch off the left side, out of play.
I'll put all the bats in those whiskey and they'll call the play. All right. Thank you.
We have an off-speed pitch there, up and away. So evens the count at 1-1. You got 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Strong hit out to center field. Wow, knocked down by the center fielder, made a really nice play to get to it, and then just can't quite hang on to the ball once she got there. Got her glove on it. Looked like she was going to make a great play, but the ball fell out of her glove. Unfortunately for Emily, that's going to be probably called an error. Or excuse me, for Jaden, I'm sorry. For Jaden, that's going to be an E8, even though it was a well-hit ball. That puts a runner at first base, and Savia Morgan, the leadoff hitter, tries to lay a bunt down third base line, and it goes foul for strike 1. Savia is 2 for 3 on the day. She had a bunt for a base hit, single up the middle, and she had a fly ball to the outfield that was dropped for an error. So she's been on base 3 times today, but again, 2 for 3 in the batting. Ball took a ball high that time to even the count 1-1. Tried to lay a bunt down again. Almost had it laid down, but it looked like it hit a divot in the field there and pushed it foul. So now she has 1 ball, 2 strikes on her. More than likely will be swinging away now. Changeup gets Savia out on her front foot, pops it out to left field for the out. And that keeps the runner at first base. So now we have Gabby Bolton, number 15, coming up playing left field with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Got Jaden stealing second base right there. Throw hit her as she was sliding into second base, goes out into the outfield. Wasn't able to advance on the throw. Got a swing at it, but fouls it off. Crowd behind us hollering encouragement to Gabby. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Ground ball, shortstop, takes the ball up, and he calls her out. Doesn't give a signal, but he calls her out on the play. So 6-3 out there, ends the inning with no score. So now we have at the end, at the end of the top of the 6th inning, we are in the 6th inning. It is now Columbia Central 7, Lewis County 1. We'll be right back after these messages.
Maybe you need a pull bar. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
I'm Barbara Lincoln with Hollins Pharmacy. You may have heard our previous commercials about compression hosiery that we carry at Hollins Pharmacy. Well, we've recently expanded into a full line of knee braces, back, wrist, ankle, and other support wear. We will gladly help you get just the right fit for these items and, of course, special order items to ensure the proper fit. Come see us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane, or call us at 931-388-4233. 388-4233.
Welcome back to County Field, softball field. We're here watching the Columbia Central Lady Lions take on the Lewis County Lady Panthers in tonight's softball game. We have had some movement around. We've got Paxley Harris back at first base, Boucher back at second base. Trying to see the numbers with the purple tops and the black numbers. It's hard to kind of, with the white trim, it's kind of hard to see some of the numbers here in the twilight. Like strike down the line. It's a single down the line to the right field line. Great job by the right fielder getting the ball back in, keeping it to a single. It's a base hit down the right field line, and that was Michaela Dotson for Lewis County getting that single. She had walked and flied out to the second baseman before that. Now it brings up number 13, Clara Tanner, playing second base. She's had a double and a fly out to center field. Chases that one for a foul ball, strike. Off-speed pitch. Doesn't quite make it to the plate. Gets away from the catcher. And the runner moves up on the passed ball. 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at second base now for Ruthie Lindsay, the pitcher. She came in last inning. Ball high. Good swing, drive, ball down, foul. Almost hit third base coach there for 2 strikes. Ball high. Full count. Full count, runner at second base. Line drive to in the gap to left center field, make it to the fence. Savai comes up, makes the throw, overthrows second base for the double that pushes in the runner, Michaela Dotson, for Lewis County's second run. So now we still have nobody out. Another runner at second base. Now this time they have scored a run in this inning. Makes the score 7-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch gets a pop up and it will be played by Ruthie herself. So that gets the first out.
Come on, Disney out. Honey wash yet.
Brings up Braylee Carroll, number 27, playing first base. Now she's pitching. Started at first base. Off-speed pitch. It's low for a ball. You're 1 out in the inning. A fly ball short. Pendergast makes the play at shortstop for the out. That makes 2 outs in the inning. Brings up number 31, Addie Morgan. Ball just a little bit low right there for ball. Next pitch. Still a little bit low. Maybe a little bit inside right there for ball 2. Addie's one of only 2 juniors on this Lady Panther team. It's ground ball down the right side. Foul. Goes foul before it gets to first base. Just a little bit behind. So now you have 2 balls, 1 strike. You got a runner at second base with 2 outs. Ground ball to shortstop. Makes the play, makes the throw to first base, and that ends the inning. With stranding a runner at second base, that makes the score the Lady Lions 7, the Lady Panthers 2 at the end of 6. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
With a new vehicle from Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia. We have a huge selection of new vehicles waiting for you. We're talking cars, trucks, and SUVs. And if you're in the business of selling your vehicle, we've got you covered. We'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. At Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia, we're locally owned and operated and proud to serve our community as the largest CDJR dealership in Tennessee. Find your new ride today when you visit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Columbia.
Are you thinking about a new fence? Maybe you need a pole barn. Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing the community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. 931-309-1644.
Welcome back to Lewis County Stadium. We're here in the top of the 7th inning, starting the last inning here. This game between Columbia Central Lady Lions and the Lewis County Lady Panthers. We want to remind everybody that the next game for the Lady Lions will be March 14th. That's Thursday. Will be at home versus Lawrenceburg. First pitch will be at 5 o'clock on that evening. We will be covering that game, so we invite you to join us on any of the streaming platforms that you normally carry. That'd be YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and our website, of course, our website, frontporchradiotn.com. Coming to the plate for the Lady Lions will be number 3, Ruthie Lindsay, who's now pitching. Ruthie is 0 for 2. She had 2 fielder's choices and a sacrifice fly that scored a run in the 3rd inning to center field. A sacrifice fly to center field that scored a run. So 0 for 2. She's put the ball in play and actually scored, got 3 RBIs today. So she's done a pretty good job at the plate. Okay. She's got 2 balls on her. Got the sun coming out right behind the clouds. Kind of a tough angle for the batters right now. Foul ball. Comes off the top of the backstop and into the bleachers for a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Ruthie Lindsay, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 7th. Fly ball out to right field. Right field circles in and misses the ball, misjudges the ball, and bounces off her glove good ways away from her. And that ends up being a 3-base error. Puts Ruthie Lindsay in scoring position. Unfortunately, will not go as a hit for her, but back up there. Also brings up Jayla Gasky, number 24, playing right field. Got a courtesy runner. 21, Janiah Lyles coming in for Ruthie at third base. Runner at third base as courtesy runner. Throw down to third base. Trying to catch Janiah off a little bit too far. She was able to get back safely. Got 1-on-1 on Jayla Gasky. Ball outside. Jayla is 3 for 3 on the day. Had 3 singles with 2 RBIs. Having a pretty good day at the plate. Hits another strong hit to center field, right at center fielder. Hits the plate. And Janiah Lyles slides in safely at home plate. So that makes the fly ball a sacrifice fly to center field for Jayla. And scores another run for the Lady Lions. So now we have 1 out. strike on the outside corner for Bailey Lovell. It's a sharp shot to shortstop, picked up and thrown out at first base for the second out. Strong hit there, but right at the shortstop. So that puts 2 outs in the innings. Here in the top of the 6th, Columbia Central up 8-2. We have Alexis Oliver at the plate for the first time.
Let's go, kitty girl. Kitty girl.
So we got 1 ball, 1 strike on Alexis Oliver, her first time up the plate here tonight, with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Fly ball out in the gap to left center field. Good play by the center fielder to range right there, make the play on the run. So that clears, that will end the inning with no runs. We have at the end of 6.5, it is the Columbia Lady Lions 8, the Lewis County Lady Panthers 2. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm Lincoln with Hollins Pharmacy. You may have heard our previous commercials about compression hosiery that we carry at Hollins Pharmacy. Well, we've recently expanded into a full line of knee braces, back, wrist, ankle, and other support wear. We will gladly help you get just the right fit for these items and, of course, special order items to ensure the proper fit. Come see us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane, or call us at 931-388-4233. 388-4233.
Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School softball field. I apologize to those of you who are watching. I got my innings mixed up. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And number 2, Cabry Atkins, hits a single to left field. Start off the inning for the Lady Panthers. Pop up here, easily played by the pitcher, Ruthie Lindsay. So now we have 1 out with runner at first base. And we have Olivia Smith coming to the plate for the Lady Panthers, playing left field. Ball up and away. Gets away from the catcher at first, but she's able to recover before anybody moves on up on the before the runner can advance. It's hit her with the pitch. That puts runners at first and second. Brings up the top of the order. And Taya Tiller for the Lady Panthers. For runners at first and second, 1 out. Ball high. Interesting defensive movement right there. Left third base completely uncovered. See if the Lewis County coach saw that. Strike on the outside corner. We got 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Talia Tiller. She has flied to center field twice and struck out. Squared around the bunt, pulled back on a high pitch. Oops. Let's see. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we got it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball high. Moves the count to 3-1. Ruthie has been able to pitch her way out of these jams, kind of got herself in a jam. And she zeroes in for a little bit and is able to pitch her way out of it so far. Gets a full count here on Taya Tiller, playing center field for Lewis County. Comes in, pop up, it's out of play, straight back behind, so it's still full count on the hitter. Another foul ball, straight back. Count remains at 3-2. Still runners at first and second. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that's second time she's hit somebody tonight. That loads the bases. And Columbia Central pitching coach calls the timeout to go out and talk to Ruthie, probably to calm her down just a little bit. Brings up Michaela Dodson, who has flied to second base, walked, and singled tonight. So she's 1 for 3. Again, the last 3 innings, Lewis County has been able to load the bases and create a threat. Columbia Central's been able to, for the main part, get out of those threats without too much damage, only giving up a couple of runs in those 3 innings in which these threats have been put together. So Ruthie has done a good job, but she is struggling a little bit to find some consistency at the plate, and that's kind of what's put her in these holes here with runners on base. So now we have bases loaded, 1 out. We got Michaela Dodson coming up to bat for Lewis County. Up and away for ball 1. My guess with Ruthie's struggles to find the plate right now, Lewis County coach may have them taking a strike. Well, that's just speculation. Gets a strike there on the outside corner. 1-1. Bases loaded, 1 out for Michaela Dodson at the plate. Ground ball to shortstop, goes to second base, And she gets the force out at second base on the fielder's choice, but that pushes a run across for Lewis County. So now we have 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and third. And we have Claire Tanner up to bat. Really kind of a lollipop off-speed pitch right there. It kind of gets her, completely fools her, drops in for a strike. In the meantime, the runner at first base steals second uncontested. So now you have runners at second and third. Tries another off-speed pitch. This time's up and away. So now you got 1 ball, 1 strike. You got 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Comes in with a fastball up and in. Good pitch right there after those 2 off-speed pitches. Fouled off, though. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tries again with that off-speed pitch. 2-2 on the batter. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Trying to get her a ground ball or a strikeout here to get out of this inning with only 1 run, giving up 1 run. Ball comes off her hand. A little funny right there. Almost rolls into the plate. So now you got full count. First base is open, so a walk would not be the most devastating thing here, other than creating more run opportunities. Line drive over the third baseman's head, right on the line, which will score 2 runs for Lewis County and a double for Clara Tanner. 2 RBIs. Now makes the score a little bit considerably closer now than it was, a couple of innings ago. Now the score is 8-6 with Columbia in the lead and Lewis County on a rally. Still have 2 outs, runner at second base now. Pushes in a fastball for a strike right there. Tried the off-speed pitch. Low and away, makes the catcher chase the ball. Is able to steal third. Got 1 ball, 1 strike. Hits a pop-up here, taken by the shortstop. That will end the inning with the score at the end of 6. The score is Columbia Central Lady Lions 8, the Lewis County Lady Panthers 5. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
Get the question, what is Caledonia? That's easy. We're a full financial services firm. Who is Caledonia? Well, that's a little more interesting. Monty has an economics background. Daisy and Perry come from the banking world. Gay is an accountant, and Thomas has science and business degree. Blair was a small business owner. Finally, I'm Becky Price, and I have a background in education. Together, we make up Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through NBC Securities Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve, the garbage man. Have you been hauling your own garbage to the convenience center? Are you tired of doing it? Does your work schedule keep you from hauling it off regularly? Is your teenage son not taking it off like he promised when he got his driver's license? Do you have something better to do on Saturday? If any of these questions strike home to you, call the garbage man at 931-540-0919 and your problem will be solved.
to Lewis County High School softball field. We are in the beginning the top half of the 7th inning in this game here between Lewis County High School and the Lady Lions of Columbia Central. Leading off the inning will be number 2, Caitlin Boucher. Caitlin is 1 for 4 tonight. 1 for 4, struggling a little bit at the plate, but hopefully we'll be able to start things off for the Lady Lions here in the top half of the 7th inning. First pitch is up and in. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. Ball 2. Again, reminder, Lady Lions will be in action again on Thursday night at home against the Lawrence County Lady Wildcats. First pitch will be at 5 o'clock. Oh, just foul. Line drive down the left field line over the third baseman's head. About a foot foul. Nice hit down the line, but just a little bit outside the line there. And just ends up being a loud strike. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes on Caitlin Boucher. Off-speed pitch, grounds it to second base and makes the play to first base for the first out. That brings up number 10, Emily Robinson, the catcher.
Let's go, E.
Ball high. Emily is flied to right field, had a single, and flied to second baseman tonight. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. Ball a little bit outside right there. Two and one on Emily. Fouls it straight back into the fence. Brings the count to 2-2.
Here you go, babe.
Ball a little bit outside, thought about it, but did not chase it. So now I have full count for Emily Robinson, catcher for the Lady Lions tonight. 1 out, nobody on base. Pitches inside for a ball. That puts Emily on. And brings up Jaden Pendergast. Have a courtesy runner. Trying to catch the number. Lays down a bunt. And there's no play. Well placed bunt right down the first base line. Actually, no play for the pitcher there. That moves the runner from first to second, and it's a base hit for Jaden Pendergrass on the bunt play. So now runners at first and second with 1 out. Brings up Savia Morgan, the leadoff hitter, who is 2 for 4 at the plate tonight. Looking at trying to do a slap, did not offer at it, took a strike. You know, 1 out, runners at first and second. Leadoff hitter Savia Morgan at the plate. Big cut at it, fouls it off, out of play. And 0-2 on Savia.
Go 2-3. Girl.
Slaps it to first base, and there is no play. First base thought about throwing across the diamond, then changed her mind. By the time she did that, Savia was by her for a base hit. So that loads the bases for number 15, Gabby Bolton. Got 1 out with bases loaded for Gabby Bolton. Gabby is struck out, had a fielder's choice. She struck out twice, had a fielder's choice, and a ground ball to the shortstop. Ground ball to the pitcher. Oh, wow. Force out at home. Ground ball there to the pitcher. Makes a play back to the home plate. Umpire said she was out. I beg to differ, but I'm not calling it. So there's 2 outs. Still have bases loaded. Ruthie Lindsay coming to the plate. Ruthie has hit 2 fielder's choices and a sacrifice fly, and then had a fly ball to right field that was dropped, and she ended up at third base on the play. Got the bases loaded. We got the 2 fastest runners on the team at second and third with Savia Morgan and Jaden Pendergast. Ruthie Lindsay at the plate. We got 2 outs. Fouls it off to the right side for a strike. Columbia Central leading the game 8-5 here in the top of the 7th. Again, threatening here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. It's a fly ball out to left field. Looks like it's going to be a routine out. That ends the inning on a fly out to left field. And at the end of 6.5, it is the Columbia Central Lady Lions 8, Lewis County Lady Panthers 5. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to the Front Porch Sports Network.
Attention, Middle Tennessee. Ready to unlock the secret secret to faster, easier weight loss? Introducing the revolutionary weight loss injection that's changing lives. Now at the Dr. Hill Center. Shedding those extra pounds have never been simpler. It's quick, it's effective, and it's here to help you. Imagine stepping into a slimmer, healthier you. Our experienced team is here to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you achieve your weight loss goal. The Dr. Hill Center is looking for 10 people who have more than 50 pounds to lose in the next 30 days. Call 615-882-4838 today and start your journey to a new you.
Hi, I'm Steve, the garbage man. Have you been hauling your own garbage to the convenience center? Are you tired of doing it? Does your work schedule keep you from hauling it off regularly? Is your teenage son not taking it off like he promised when he got his driver's license? Do you have something better to do on Saturday? If any of these questions strike home to you, call the garbage man at 931-540-0919. Your problem will be solved.
And welcome back to Lewis County softball field. We're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The last chance here for the Lady Panthers to make up the deficit. The score is now 8-5, with Columbia Central Lady Lions in the lead. Coming to the plate is number 27, Braylee Carroll, who is currently pitching for the Lady Panthers. She has flied to center, singled, and flied to shortstop. First hit, line drive over the second baseman's outstretched mitt to right field. Good strong hit. That will put her on first base off the first pitch. Brings up number 99, Faith Wishaw. Re-enters into the game. Hits a pop-up behind the catcher. Can't quite see it in time. Can't find it. Falls foul for a strike. The big strong swings there by Faith Wishaw, one of the 2 juniors on this team. But she fouls both of them off, so now it's count of 0-2. They'll be out with a runner at first base. Goes up high with the pitch, doesn't chase it, ball 1. Fly ball behind first base, going to be played by the second baseman, ranging over behind the first baseman. Boucher there makes the play for the first out. Brings up Cabry Adkins. Foul ball to the left side, out of play. Cabry has struck out twice, or 2 times at the plate. Foul ball, out of play again for strike 2. You got Lewis County trying to rally here in the bottom half of the 7th, keep this game alive. Off-speed pitch, gets away from the catcher for just a little bit. Allows the runner to steal second base Almost got her with the throw anyway. Now we have 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cabry Atkins. Ball high. Again, Ruthie's been a little bit inconsistent this evening. Put herself behind a lot of batters, so she's been able to pitch out of her way for most of them. Lewis County has been able to tag her for a few runs. Soft line drive falls behind the pitcher. Tough play for the shortstop there. Couldn't quite get to it, and falls safely for a base hit, moving the runner from second to third. Still have 1 out. Got runners at first and third with Sophia Stutz coming up to bat. Fly ball out to right field. Makes the play. And gets the ball in quickly enough. Definitely a running error there by the runner at third base. Not ready to tag up and make the play, so gets the play in. So now we have 2 outs in the inning. Strike on the outside corner to Olivia Smith, number 9 hitter. Olivia has grounded on a bunt. Catcher made the play on the bunt for an out and grounded to the pitcher, grounded the first baseman and was hit by a pitch. Fly ball, shallow center field. It's going to fall right at the back of the infield. The runner tries to make the play, tries to advance on the play, and is thrown out at third base by Savia Morgan coming in from center field. Throws out third base to end the game with a final score. The Lady Lions of Columbia Central 8 and the Lady Panthers of Lewis County 5. We'll be back after these messages for a recap and to tell you about the next game.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. Spring is here, and we are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands, including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a line of dry, dairy, frozen, and meat items. So on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly special throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland, here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
A few years ago, my wife, Mary Susan, and I decided to redo our study. I wanted the same 101st celebration my grandmother had in her study when I was growing up. We didn't have a sample. Mary Susan went to see Zeke Maddox at Columbia Paint Wall Cover. He had my grandmother's color cord all five from 1959. Today, her great-great-grandson playing at last under the comforting green. Columbia Paint Wall Cover, Zeke Maddox, 931-488-2806.
And back to Lewis County High School softball field. We have a final score tonight with the Columbia Lady Lions defeating the Lewis County Lady Panthers 8-5. Good game tonight. Probably the best game of the night. Best player for the night, Jayla Gasky, went 3 for 3 at the plate and pushed across 3 RBIs. So big night for Jayla in that regard. The Lady Lions will next play on Thursday night at home versus the Lawrence County Lady Wildcats. First pitch will be at 5 p.m. We will be there. We invite everybody to join us on any of these your live stream platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or X, and our of course, our website, frontporchradiotn.com. And you can join us for any of those nights. We'll be following the Lady Wildcats as they make their campaign through this softball season. We want to thank our sponsors for making this possible for us, and we will see you at the next game at Columbia Central on Thursday night. So long.